How is it going, everybody? It has been a while since I had a video come out. And look, I don't even know if I'm going to start saying this anymore because I feel like I do that every single video, right? I just kind of wanted to speak what's on my mind. Today's video is going to be a little different. So I had no idea that going to LVFC was going to be my last con for a while. It was a great con, you know, I had an amazing time, met a bunch of cool furries, did a lot of cool stuff, documented all of it, but it turns out that this year has some other plans. I am actually going to be doing a lot more normie stuff this year, and it's not even like halfway through the year yet. It's kind of wild too, because I help run Gateway Furry, which is one of our local cons here. I do some panels there, but I won't even be able to attend my local con. I have a bunch of stuff coming up, from weddings to birthday parties out of state. It is going to be a jam-packed year. I'm gonna try and bring my fursuit to as many of these things as I can, just because, you know, I gotta stay connected to the furry fandom. This extends just beyond furry conventions too. I wish I could just say that, you know, only the furry part of my life has been impacted from this year, but my regular life has also ended up taking a bit of a different turn this year. Our yard is turning into like a crack yard. And what I mean by that is Shep and I are so busy all of the time that we're barely home. And whenever we are, we're either gonna collapse and fall asleep to repeat it the next day, or save it for the weekend. Like, the weekend ends up becoming my time to be able to catch up on everything I missed. Our yard actually ended up like halfway cut. Like, it was Jurassic Park height on one side and regular height on the other. It was weird, man. It was freaking weird. This has been a very, very busy year. I am working like 8 projects at a time, going off to different sites, sometimes out of state, driving all the time, and it's awesome. You know, I get a lot of like real world experience setting up networks, doing some cyber security, right? All that nerd stuff. But at the same time though, I also feel like it's getting harder and harder to make videos on a frequent basis. So I don't know. I don't even know what today's video is going to be about. You know, I just kind of wanted to share with you what's kind of going on. I'm still planning on like doing some Twitch streams, right? Because I remember when I announced that and I was like, hey everybody, I'm moving to Twitch. And then I just didn't go live forever. Yeah, this year is to blame for that. But it's not all doom and gloom, right? It's not all just like, wah. I got a very exciting event coming up this coming weekend. So by the time this video hits your subscription feed, I'm already going to be out on the road, going to Wisconsin of all places. That is right, the place of cheese and beer. I'm not really sure what else Wisconsin's famous for. If you're from Wisconsin, let me know in the comments. Tell me all about the state. But we're going to a furry event called Fang, I believe. I actually don't know how much of it I can record because it's kind of like a nightclub situation, right? And the last thing I want to do is be an obnoxious furry, right? Like just carrying my camera around all the time and filming everything. But I'm going to sneak this camera in with me and see what I can get out of this trip. So yeah, it should be pretty exciting. But with all that being said, I'm gonna kind of wrap up today's short little weird video. I don't even know what to call it, man. I don't even know what to call it. And just say, you know, wherever you are in your furry journey, I still support you. I am sending all of my positive Fox vibes your way. And this year is not done. I'm still gonna be doing videos. It's just probably not gonna be at a con. You gotta be at a con to film a con. Who would have thought? But there's a lot of furry events going on, and yeah, you know, I'm gonna try and showcase what's going on, showcase what the fandom is doing in the local scene and maybe beyond. But yeah, with all that being said, I hope you all have a great rest of your week. And if you like this content, I don't know, maybe feel free to like and subscribe, potentially hit that bell button for some juicy notifications. And I'll see all of you on the next video. Oh my goodness. Bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Oh, and if you have any beer and cheese, send it my way.
Oh my goodness, I'd like to give a huge thank you to the following Gold Egg patrons: Ashira Pony, Funtime Wolf, Cinder Kitten, Apollo Bunny, Dynamo, DH, Emerith Cantonine, Eoric Bernison, and Moodle. And a huge thank you to all my other patrons and supporters as well. If you'd like to consider becoming a patron, check me out on the link above. Oh my goodness, thank you.